Hello everyone, and welcome to another Company Heroes 2 replay cast. My name is ATR, and this is going to be Game 2 between Marcus2389 and Once Over from the Sunday Night Fights Season 5 Tournament, Round of 16 from the third qualifier. Once again, this is in Semoskiy Winter, as you are well aware, considering all the games that have come out before this. So we saw the last game. Marcus ended up losing, so very nice play there by Once Over. Let's see if Marcus can pull it out, so we go for the Game 3 ace match to see who moves forward. Now, the ranks are a little bit different here. Now, last matchup, Marcus, well, I mean, this time around, obviously, he's playing the Soviets, which was his currently highest ranked faction, ranked at 18th, which is very nice. And Once Over is now playing the Germans, which is not very high. It actually doesn't even break top 100. Last matchup, he was ranked 48th for his Soviet play, and Marcus was ranked 84. So Once Over had the advantage on him as far as rank goes. Obviously, skill might be different, but this time around, it looks like the one with the most control over his faction is Marcus. So, like I said, we might be seeing ourselves a Game 3. So anyways, enough of that. We see a small engagement down south on the fuel point. Marcus sent his combat engineers straight to the fuel point to cap, was putting them on the edge here, took a couple pot shots at the Pios that Once Over sent to the southern fuel, and forced them to just back off, and he managed to capture the point and is now jumping into the house with Grenadier squads now coming into the south to capture this strategic point, allowing these combat engineers to take some shots and, well, potentially win the fight against these Grens. So very nice there, decision by Marcus. The Pios ended up moving into the center to capture some points, and we have the conscripts for Marcus in the center, now engaging the Pios, which is, well, jump into the church, denying, well, not technically denying the territory, but denying the conscripts the ability to win that fight for now. So it's going to take a little while. Now, we see that Marcus went for a 4 conscript opening into Molotovs, so delaying the Molotovs a little bit, while Once Over got himself his tier 1, no additional Pio, and just going straight for 4 Grenadiers. So evenly matched there. The only thing is that the conscripts do have Molotovs to toss, although it hasn't popped just yet because of the additional conscript squad before it, but, you know, it's about to do, and there it goes. So conscripts move down to the south as well to support the combat engineers. Combat engineers setting up at the strategic point to capture it, while the conscripts do get out point blank range against the grenadiers. Cover to cover with a little bit of support from these combat engineers. Conscripts, however, are taking quite a beating against these Grens, and they do throw a Molotov, but Once Over dodges that quite nicely, moving his grenadiers over to the other side of that fence, and the conscripts end up catching on fire. One of them dies to its own Molotov. A little bit of an unfortunate oversight there from the conscript squad, and well, they've actually managed to hold their ground and force away the Grens once the combat engineers move into support on the fight a little bit closer. So very nice there for Marcus, getting a little bit of a victory. Up north, another Molotov landing, catching one of those Grenadiers quite instantly. The 3 of them shift position and are now shooting against the conscripts. The conscripts, however, are in light cover, although the Grens are going to do quite a bit of damage to them, but they might win that fight right now. And up north, we have another fight, conscripts and Grenadiers. The Grenadiers are jumped into that house. Conscripts threw a Molotov, denying the house to the Grens. The Grens jump back, and the conscripts were trying to get themselves in that house, but unfortunately were not able to do so and are now caught on the wrong side of that cover. Center map, the Grenadiers did end up losing that fight because of the light cover advantage that was provided to those conscripts. Another Molotov gets tossed up north, and the Grenadiers are now getting cooked alive. The Molotov actually lands in a very nice but awkward position. It lands near the back door, which means that if the Grenadiers would have left the building, they would have, taken damage as they were exiting, like right now. But since they shift position over here to this side, they were actually quite fine inside the house, not taking any damage. From the base, or the map for Marcus, he is engaging against a Gren squad and Pioneers. Conscripts doing quite well, but taking a little bit of damage, and we now see tier 2 down for Once Over and getting himself some Panzer Grenadiers, which means that Marcus is going to be quickly losing engagements unless he gets himself something, and he is getting tier 1. Very nice. Tier 1 could potentially get him some snipers, but he might be going just for the stepping stone to get maybe tier 3 a little bit quicker. Panzer Grenadiers are now out for Once Over, and he's getting himself a half-track on top of that, so that's going to be a lot of firepower for Once Over. Probably getting himself a flamethrower upgrade on the half-track as soon as it pops. He does have about 90 munitions right now, so should be fine. Should be able to get that without much of a problem. And conscripts over here is just moving around for Marcus, capturing that fuel and heading up north. So Marcus currently in a very nice position, being able to essentially have a double fuel income. It's 36 to 13, so actually triple there, almost. Well, not triple exactly, but almost. However, well, we now have a car on the field for Once Over. Tier 1 is down for Marcus, but he's not getting himself anything from Tier 1, so who knows what's going to happen there. And up in the north, we see an engagement. Grenadiers engaging conscripts and combat engineers moving straight through them. Combat engineers stop and throw a flame burst, but the Grenadiers making it out alive. They're going to run through another conscript squad. They take some pot shots as they run, but they're pretty healthy for a two-man squad, so I think they'll be able to make it out alive. We did lose a Grenadier squad at one point, and I didn't actually check where that was, which is unfortunate of me, but yeah. There's only 3 Grenadier squads left on the field for Once Over, but he does have that Panzer Grenadier squad as well, which is going to help him quite a bit. Panzer Grenadier squads are currently heading to the center. They're chasing a conscript squad that is currently Uraying to get itself inside that house. There's a Gren squad in between that, so they're kind of sandwiched between 2 enemy forces, and there's no forces nearby to help out. Combat engineer squads retreat, so they're heading back home probably to build something, maybe tier 3. But the Panzer Grenadiers are now moving to capture that point. The conscripts break the windows open and start shooting in that direction, while conscripts over here on the field point are engaging against the Grenadier squad, but it's a 4-on-4, very low health 4-man squad, conscript squad. They're going to lose against those Grens. The Grens are probably not even going to lose anybody. Down to 1 man, ends up retreating. Can he make it out alive? Gets a little bit of cover as he retreats. Now down the road in negative cover. Panzer Grenadiers are nearby, could run into intercept it. They are running in that direction. Can they execute the conscript squad as he passes by? I think they are going to be able to kill it off. They get very close, and they're going to start shooting. And he gets killed, yeah. Once Over manages to catch the conscript squad in the open, gets himself a kill, and that is very nice for Once Over. Doctrine selected for Marcus, and that is the shock rifle frontline tactics. We'll probably see some KV8s and shock rifles as well, probably. And the flamethrower half-track now pushing forward straight into the base, trying to catch those conscripts. Down to 2 men on the retreat, and the 6-man squad was also retreating because it wasn't going to be able to do much. Tier 4 now going down for Marcus, so he isn't going to be going any gimmicky or risky build of getting, Tier 3 for those T70s or anything, but he is very far away from being able to get anything from his Tier 4. Could try to go for the fastest one, being the... Wait, no, that's a Tier 3. Okay, I was thinking, why did I think Tier 4? Never mind, so he is going Tier 3. Okay, so the risky maneuver, getting Tier 3 without being able to get either guards or pack guns, to support your T-34s, but, well, that's what he's going for, and he should be able to get a T-70 out relatively soon, so that T-70 should be able to deal with that half-track and do a lot of damage to the Panzer Grenadiers and both the Grens. Needs to be careful with the Grens, obviously, as far as Faust. And up in the base, we have no additional tech. The bunker did go down, but has not actually gotten upgraded to medic bunker, so it's going to take a little bit. And the conscripts are pushing out, not able to do much considering that half-track on the field. But the T-70 is, well, not near. We do see fuel cache getting built by those combat engineers, so he's trying to speed up that process because he's only having a 7 income of fuel. So in the meantime, he decides to go for the shock troops. Shock troops will be able to do quite a bit against the Panzer Grenadiers, but they are really not able to do much against that half-track, and they're actually heading straight up to the north, so they're going to do a little bit different there. Conscript getting pushed away by the Panzer Grenadiers, so Once Over right now pretty much holding the entire map. There's only 1 point pretty much giving any type of resource to Marcus, and that is the one with the fuel cache, which he is going to be getting the fuel for the T-70 in a second. There he goes. He's able to get the T-70. Will he get the T-70 instantly? He's not getting it instantly, but I'm pretty sure he's going to pop it in a second. Or, yeah, there it goes. And now we see conscripts getting slaughtered by Panzer Grenadiers. So Marcus now loses another squad, which is quite unfortunate. Combat Engineers getting bundle-lated, ignited with the flamethrower, and down goes the Combat Engineer squad. So, yeah. Marcus is all of a sudden in a horrible position. I mean, he did get pushed out of the map, which was bad enough, but he would have been able to push back with that T70. But now he only has 2 conscript squads and a shock troop. Shock troop up north getting pushed away by the Panzer, not the Panzer Grenadiers. Well, the Panzer Grenadiers were there as well, but I mean the half track is the one that did the pushing with the flamethrower, and now we see the 2 conscripts just pushing into the center. T70 light tank now on the field, gonna head straight into the center to support the conscripts. Can he turn the tide of the fight with that? Tier 3 now down 4 once over, so he's gonna have a very small window of opportunity here to push with the T70 before probably Flak Panther comes out. Panzer Grenadiers run to the conscripts and now see the T70. The T70 moves straight on top of the Panzer Grenadiers. The Panzer Grenadiers now retreating instantly. Can the T70 kill them? They're retreating through the center of the map. The T70 is taking some shots at the Panzer Grenadiers as they run, but decides not to chase. The half track for once over is now getting the hell out of there in reverse, not even taking the time to turn around and go forward, and heading up to the north. T70 decides not to risk it and move into unknown territory, so that window of opportunity is closing very quickly. We do see a sniper getting produced from Marcus, so that actually might give him a nice edge, starting picking off those infantry, especially Panzer Grenadiers. We also see a pack gun getting produced for once over. The pack gun, once again, not the best against T70, but if Marcus is not careful for it, it can actually kill it. I say it's not the best because the T70 can just simply circle strafe it and kill it very quickly. Very, very quickly. Fuel cache getting cleared out by the Panzer Grenadiers. The Panzer Grenadiers now getting caught by the T70. The T70 is just backing off and killing them off. It is a Veteran C2 squad that will get killed off by the T70. The T70 continues to pursue. Is he going to risk going straight into the center? The T70 not managing to get the kill. There it goes. Down goes the Panzer Grenadier squad. So at least a very small victory there for once. I mean, for Marcus getting that squad. So evening out the playing field a little bit. Sniper now on the field for Marcus. So let's see if he can put this one to use a little bit better. Put a little hotkey on that, and also put a hotkey on the T70. Grenadiers also getting pushed out of the forward point by the T70, but the T70 was not in a position to pursue it. It had to run through heavy snow, which slows it down, and yeah, those Grenadiers are long gone by that point. Pack gun now moving straight into the center. The half track moving around, being protected by the pack gun, so that is pretty much the best choice for once over. And we have some conscripts up in the north, just capturing territories.
Ready for orders. You want the sniper?
Sniper capturing the point, and another conscript squad getting replaced for Marcus. No vehicle getting produced for once over. He does have enough fuel for one, so I mean, flak transfer in this situation would work wonders. But well, again, it's a very different point of view when you are in the game. So Sniper starts taking some shots at Panzer Grenadiers. The Panzer Grenadiers do have flamethrowers and are getting shot from the Sniper, but the Sniper now backs off. Panzer Grenadiers getting range to support. T70 moves in to shoot at the half track. The half track does get shot from the T70, very low in health, but the conscripts end up having to retreat after throwing the 18A. The T70 getting caught in the open. The Panzer Grenadiers are going to throw off a volley and might actually finish off the T70. No, the T70 manages to back off. The Sniper is not there for support, needs to get in range of those Panzer Grenadiers to force them off of the field. There he goes, sees the Panzer Grenadiers, takes a shot, but the Panzer Tricks are going to go off on the T70. The T70 is going to go down. Unfortunate move there for Marcus, loses his only advantage he had on the field right now. Conscripts are shooting at the Panzer Grenadiers as they move, and the Sniper is executed. No, where is he? Sniper is retreating. Oh, never mind. Okay. Sniper retreating, pack gun and guards. I mean, Grenadiers just on top of them. So yeah, Marcus really not catching any breaks. Second Sniper now getting produced. We have a T-34 on the field. Problem is that Marcus does not have the ability to produce a pack gun. He went tier 2, tier 1, tier 3, which means that Panzer IV, if he wants to, he can just simply roll straight into the enemy base and go to town. 18-8s are not going to kill it. It's going to take forever for anything to do that. There's no potential guards. Not near enough fuel or command points to get a KV-8, which can't even take on a Panzer IV. So yeah, if once over is bold with this one, he can end the game right now and moves on to the next round. Conscripts up north trying to capture that fuel point, getting assaulted by Panzer IV and Panzer Grenadiers. They're going to get ripped to shreds from all sides. 18-8 does go off on the Panzer IV, getting a crit on the engine, but down goes the conscript squad, and that is another squad down for Marcus. Sniper's capturing the outside point. The half-track moves in to support the pack gun that is getting shot from the snipers, and the snipers are forced to retreat quite instantly. Conscript Ura forward, trying to get in range of the half-track to throw an 18-8 off, getting burned alive as they run, and they do not actually manage to get in range of the half-track. The half-track just simply backs off, and they're fine. Panzer IV pushes forward, the Pioneers behind it, chasing it, trying to get repairs, telling the guy to stop, but he doesn't want to stop. And the conscripts jump into the house in the face of the flamethrower. The flamethrower almost throws a burst, but the conscripts just juke out and stay alive. So let's go ahead and put the hotkey back on the both snipers. And the snipers are now taking combined shots at the pack gun, trying to clear it out. Conscripts jump into the house, get enough vision, and the snipers are opening up on the pack gun, down to 3 men, down to 2. Not really much of a point for the pack gun to get cleared out, but it is a nice victory there. Down goes the pack gun, and we have Panzer Grenadiers pushing onto the snipers. The snipers turn their sight at the Panzer Grenadiers. Down goes one shot from the sniper. Down goes the second. Down to 2 men on the Panzer Grenadiers. The Panzer Grenadiers are now continuing to push forward. Veteran C2 acquired. Can they finish it off? They are going to try to, but the Panzer IV are now right on top of the sniper. Sniper's taking a shot. They are retreating. The Panzer IV pushes forward. And again, like I said, there's nothing to stop this Panzer IV. There's a T-70 now on the field, and the T-70 can't do anything but tickle the Panzer IV. The Panzer IV is backing off, not wanting to risk it, a little bit too cautious, and the T-70 says, "Boo, get out of here." And is now going over to, well, turning around, facing its rear armor, turning once around, and now it's heading back. So a little bit of an indecision there. Victory point wise, Marcus is now down to 204 points, while Once Over is sitting at a nice 377. Still anybody's game at that point. Shock troops did move over to the right hand side to capture this point. They're going to slow down the tick into 1.4 tick, but as long as Once Over controls this point, well, he's going to keep on getting ticked. Half track moving around in the front of the base. A little bit of a taunt maneuver there for Once Over. Doesn't really care much. He's sending it over to the right hand side. He knows that there's infantry over there capturing his territory, and shock troops are just like nice tasty treats for the half track to kill. T-70 moves into the center and takes some shots at the infantry that is trying to cap. Down to 1 man on that Grenadier squad, doesn't manage to finish it off. Panzer IV takes a shot and misses. Pack gun takes a shot and misses, so a very lucky T-70. Continues to push forward, gets a shot off on the Panzer IV, but gets a shot in return. Now facing his rear armor, going to get killed by that Panzer IV. Destroyed engine. Gun continues to shoot, doing tickle damage to the Panzer IV, and the Panzer IV will execute the T-70. And that is all she wrote. Conscript does get Veteran C3, and we have Sniper getting killed off by the Panzer Grenadiers. Conscripts maybe trying to get on top of the of the Panzer IV. They did manage to throw an 18-8 off, but that doesn't really do much. Molotov landing on the Panzer Grenadiers, forcing them off. The conscripts are now dancing in the fire, and the Veteran C2 conscript one moves up, throws another 18-8 off on the Panzer IV, but that's not enough to deal any amount of damage to the Panzer IV, really. Pioneers do end up getting killed off by the aggressing conscripts, and the half-track now moves right on top of the conscripts and is going to chase them down into their base. Veteran C2 conscripts do get armor bonuses, which means they might be able to stay alive, but with nothing on the field to defend it, the half-track is heading straight into the base. The sniper is now caught in a very awkward spot. It's running around. He's trying to reinforce, finally reinforces with the second guy, and is now going to move out of the base, probably. Would be the best choice. Maybe move it over to the heavy cover and get it cloaked. But it looks like Marcus is not doing that. The half-track moves around, gets itself using the arc of fire of the guns here. Veteran C2 does not provide that defensive bonus that it once did. It only provides speed bonuses. Let me take a quick look. Ooh, another T-70 on the field for Marcus. Is trying to give chase to the half-track. And the half-track gets 20% acceleration, max speed, and rotation at Veteran C2, and a 20% reinforcement radius. So reinforces from further away and moves out of the way very quickly. T-70, however, very quick, able to chase down that half-track. Almost going to take it out. Can he take it out? Down goes the main gun, but doesn't kill it off. Needs to chase it down. The Panzer IV, however, gets in the way, and the Grenadiers, no, they actually don't throw a foul. Half-track still with its speed intact, able to just slip away. The T-70 is hunting it down, trying to see where it went, but he lost sight of it. And unfortunately for Marcus, he's not going to be able to get the kill on the half-track. So the half-track, even though it didn't get that defensive bonus, it's still unkillable at Veteran C2. Panzer Grenadiers, Panzer Grenadiers right on top of the shock troops, doing a lot of damage, forcing them away, as well as the Panzer IV and the pack on shooting at it. So they are forced to exit. field.
Da.
Sniper being used to capture down south, while Conscript is capturing the forward base as well. Conscript's going for the fuel point, and Marcus not wanting to give up, building himself another combat engineer squad to repair his T-70, but the T-70 was not able to get the kill on that half-track, which is about to get fully repaired now. Conscripts and Grenadiers engaging in the fuel point. Those are actually Panzer Grenadiers, so the Conscripts are going to take quite a bit of damage. They decide to back off to mitigate the damage a little bit, but end up having to retreat after decapping the point. Sniper sets up and takes some shots at the house. Did it actually get a kill with a man inside? I think it might have. And we have a Conscript squad of Veteran C3 pushing up to continue to engage. Sniper taking more shots at the house. Down to 2 men on those Panzer Grenadier squad. They're probably going to jump out of the house through the back door and reinforce on the field. Sniper taking more shots at the house, missing the guys in the house, and the half-track is now falling right on top of the snipers. The sniper retreats as they notice the half-track approaching, and the conscripts are now getting engaged by 2 Panzer Grenadier squad. This Panzer Grenadier squad ends up retreating at 1 man, and the conscript retreats as well, since the half-track and another Panzer Grenadier squad with 2 Veteran C2 is now right on top of them. Veteran C2 provides defensive bonus to Panzer Grenadiers and also provides them a cooldown option, which is very nice for Panzer Shreks, which means, you know, they shoot faster. T-70 pushing into the center, not yet repaired. Combat engineers are trying to repair it, but it doesn't hold still enough for it to repair. And we now have a Tiger on the field for once over. 50 point left for Marcus, so I think either he throws the towel in once he sees the Tiger, or we just wait for it to take down. I don't see any other option here. 2 tanks. Yeah, one is the Tiger, the other is the Panzer IV. The Panzer IV still in the center, now finally repaired with a fully nice and purring engine and a pack on there for support. Tiger continues to move forward, now down to 28 for Marcus. I don't think he's going to be able to do much else, and yeah, this is going to be game. So that means that Marcus gets knocked out, and well, it didn't even happen anyway I thought. So he didn't even see the Tiger, and the points didn't tick down to the end. He knew it was done at that point. He wasn't going to be able to do much, so he says good game and gets out. So yeah, Marcus gets knocked out of the competition, and the round of 16 and once over continues forward. So very nice game by both players here. So yeah, once again, remember this is from Sunday Night Fights. So check out CoH2.org's Facebook. It's in the link below. You know, leave them a like, tell them that you appreciate it. And yeah, this will probably continue on if a lot of people are interested. So anyways, guys, again, I hope you enjoyed the game. If you have any positive or negative remarks, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. If you have any replays you want to send me, go ahead and send them to the email that I will put in the description. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.